is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
Hey, it's Panda, and I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark Christmas movies.
And I'm Dara, and I want to live in Hallmark Christmas movies.
And this is
the Deck the Hallmark podcast. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Was it like it was a little bit Howard Dean Bia with like more of like a yeehaw like cowboy in there?
My pants are filthy. I
Have you
feel
been
like
wearing them all day?
I've lived a
It
full
looks
day.
like you went to the.
that is.
I've lived multiple days.
That
in
is
these pants.
Gosh, is that
disgusting.
You put
tomato
in work.
sauce over there?
I think, guys, it was one of those weekends where you take the pants off on a Saturday and you put them back on a Sunday, and you don't realize it until you're live in the world.
Dude, daylight
Wow.
savings time is a bear. When
Yeah.
you have kids who are under 5 years old, it is like you are at a lock-in, but not a fun kind. Like just an.
It's not a lock-in with Family Force 5 playing. Am I right, Dara?
Hello?
Dara, welcome to Deck the Hallmark. So nice to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's cool to be here.
It's cool to have you here. We're big fans of Dear Hallmark.
Thank you.
Tell everybody quickly or not quickly. Well, I'm not in a hurry. I got
Take
nothing
as long
to do.
as you,
Yep.
you know, we don't have. Trace,
I mean,
Trace
we'll-
said we had to have a tight 90. This needs to be a tight 90.
Tight 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a
So
while.
Do what you got to do.
Dear Hallmark, tell us about it for the people at home that maybe don't know.
Yeah, Dear Hallmark is a YouTube channel and it's a podcast. What started as a YouTube channel with just me reviewing the new releases turned into a podcast because once people caught on, they wanted to see what I thought about all the other movies within the Hallmark history library, if you will. So with my podcast, I review a little bit of the oldies but goodies. However, for the Christmas season, I'm reviewing all of the new releases, splitting it up between YouTube and podcasting. So that's the
you
microwave version for you. For the
And
Dear
what's
Hallmark.
what's your history with Hallmark? How long have you been watching?
A long time. I've been watching the Christmas movies for a long time, and then like the seasonal movies were off and on until this year, actually, when it became a thing when I started reviewing them, and then I watched every one that aired this year.
So your YouTube videos, you take on an entire movie in like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. Like, I love how it's edited. It's really, really funny. Like, what's that? I need to know as three guys who get in and literally you can attest to this. Once you leave and have done our show, what you hear here, we just do it. And then we go home and we just put it out there. And what you do is so succinct and it feels just perfect. Like, what's the process like? How long do
Thank
you
you.
talk? How long do you talk versus what makes the YouTube?
It's one take. I just turn
That's fantastic.
the phone on and just say whatever I feel in my spirit and then put it out and such is life. And then
I
just leave
love
it in
it.
the hands.
I
Yep.
love it. That's
It's
fantastic.
the way it should be.
That's
It's the way
exactly
it should
right.
be.
It feels that way to me.
It's very pure.
It feels that
Pure.
way to me. It doesn't feel like it's gimmicky, and I really appreciate that.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And during the holiday season, we want to bring on some other Hallmark podcasters, vloggers, etc., that we think are doing cool things. And the first one had to be Dear Hallmark because we think you're
Oh,
just
Yeah.
you're
Just
crushing
the
it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm a newbie. I just started last countdown to Christmas. So this is really cool.
It's a big deal when people start asking you to do the old catalog. That's a big step. That's
Was
really
it
awesome.
Was it a pandemic project for you?
Not necessarily. It was I have the holidays free because normally I would be busy with my church doing the church's Christmas production and I wouldn't have time to watch any of the holidays, but because of the pandemic, I had time. And so I could watch the movies as they aired. And I thought, I wonder if anybody's reviewing any of these. So I just put it out there. And
So
then
when you
Tyler
say
Hines
doing-
picked up on it.
Oh,
That's kind of
he-
how it took off.
Tyler's the best. That guy.
He's
When
the
you-
homie, man.
When you say doing the church's Christmas production, do you mean directing, producing, acting, singing? What all are you doing for this church's Christmas production?
Dancing. So I would help choreograph, I would do rehearsals, and then I would dance as well.
That's
A
awesome.
lot of dance numbers in the Christmas production. I
Indeed.
feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, one production we had 4 dance numbers.
Wow. Any Christmas carols you're dancing to that we would be familiar with?
We did for King and Country's Little Drummer Boy.
Uh-huh.
We
You
did.
gotta.
We did Joy to the World.
Yeah.
We did. Then we did a random Hillsong song. And then
Song.
yeah, say that 3 times fast.
Song.
Yeah.
And
Get lost in the
then,
weeds there.
and then I forgot the 4th one, but that was probably the most intense because of the rehearsals, and I was leading all of the rehearsals. So
Wow.
I got my.
Panda,
Yeah.
you did, and
You
one
did
of
a
your,
few.
you did
Yeah.
5?
Five.
I
Dance
did
numbers?
5. I don't,
And that
I
was
don't
a
like to brag.
And you do a single act too.
Humble brag,
Yeah,
humble
it
brag.
is. It was crazy because I did the entire nativity scene.
I hate it for Dar that she came here with her 4-song choreography and you had 5.
I don't want to
It's so
brag about
weird.
it, and it is
I'm
uncomfortable.
sorry,
That
because you
happens.
did the full nativity?
The full nativity,
You
So
played
you
all
played
the
each
parts.
character.
every
So you
single
were
one.
Joseph and Mary.
Joseph, Mary, Jesus,
All right,
and
really quick.
Give me
Shepherd.
welcome to the star.
Give me wise man number 2.
Here's a gift for you.
Which one?
Myrrh.
Give me Jesus.
You don't mess with
Yeah.
Panda. He's backing up when he preaches.
That's right.
That's good. I can
Now,
see it.
when the dancing came in, I get how you could do all the voices. When the dancing came in, I'm a little bit less convinced.
The ox and
Without
lamb are keeping time, and so that's. I'm just
But you're both of those.
at the same time. Yeah, it's
Is it a very heavily spotlit show so you can only see the character? Are there wardrobe changes?
very fast.
Yeah, man. I've got
I'm layered.
questions.
I'm wearing layers.
I wish. We
So are
had
you
some-
slowly stripping in the nativity?
Yeah,
It's a different type of dance.
It's a
It
little
is a
different.
5-song,
Adult
every
only.
part nativity, full
Oh,
choreography, striptease is what this is.
It
And we have done it. We have done it here. It's Monday. Can we just save a little bit?
All right. I
With
hope
the plug
nobody
that
from
says,
your
"Oh,
church is.
snap."
I hope nobody from your church is listening to this.
That's right.
What did Dara get herself into?
That's right.
Did that happen? Did that happen in at Greenville?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I was hoping you were going to say no, so that I could talk about like all the cool things that are
No.
going on. But no, we'll just let anything happen.
Dar, you from Philadelphia? Is that what I
I
heard?
am.
Yeah. So
West
you're from the
Philadelphia, born and
born and
raised.
raised.
Wow.
No kidding.
A lot of time on the playground or no?
No, not really, but I am
Okay.
chilling out, Max, and relaxing. All
Okay.
day.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good to know.
She's
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know you can do that without the playground.
That's right. I thought
Yeah,
that's
that
where you had
Greenville crushing it. As you guys know, I went downtown. Did you guys see it on social media?
Yeah, I
went downtown. They're
did.
Putting,
I
they're putting up
did.
the ice on Main,
That's right.
happening this Friday. Very excited about that.
you can't skate quite yet, right?
Yeah.
I think you could try.
You could go give it a go. See what
Yeah, but I
happens.
would prefer not to
Yeah.
brew and everything.
The ice on Main is great.
I love the
Yeah.
ice on Main.
It's
Big fan of that.
fantastic.
And Universal Yums. A lot of people have been asking about the holiday box.
It's coming this week.
and it's coming this week, starting on Wednesday. I believe we will have a code for you to begin looking and getting those. You
You have a code to look,
you have a code
which
to
is
look.
unbelievable.
You need a code to first
It's a-
look,
it's a
and then
look code.
another
Yeah.
code
yeah.
to
yeah.
then purchase.
Classic look code.
It's a
situation.
universal,
Yeah,
universal
yeah,
Yums.
yeah, of course.
Guys, are you ready to dive into what I
Man.
believe is a Gingerbread Miracle, the first movie
yes,
of the week
please.
for
Oh,
us?
born ready.
Yes.
Let's do a little synopsis in case you missed it, in case you were at home on a Friday night and you decided not to dive into the Gingerbread Miracle over on Hallmark Channel. It originally aired on November 5th, and it went a little something like this. You know, this movie's about gingerbread immediately, thanks to a gingerbread baking montage set to a Christmas bop. Maya moved into her parents' house 2 years ago and still considers it temporary. Need I say more? We meet Alex, who is trying to get ahead at work, and his relationships are suffering. All work, no play. Maya has been icing? No, officing.
Yeah.
That's sorry, it's
No way
Friday night,
she's
guys.
not
It was
officing.
like Maya has
She's
been
just icing cookies and cakes, man.
not yet. Maya has been officing out of this Mexican bakery that she used to work at in high school. And apparently the gingerbread cookies used to be magical and the wish would come true, but apparently the magic is gone. Maya is asked to help sell the bakery despite not being a realtor at all. Alex's grandpa owns the bakery, and they are working together, and they work together in high school. When Alex finds out that the bakery is going to be sold, he decides to come and visit and literally runs into Maya at the Christmas tree farm. He offers to help with the sale since he actually knows how to sell things and what is entailed there. And Maya's not very happy about that because that means they're going to have to work closely. And back in high school, she left a note in Alex's apron saying how
Jacket, coat, right?
coat,
Yeah.
yes, showing how she felt about him, and he never responded to that. And so she just stopped pursuing him and doesn't want to work with him anymore. She even made up a fake boyfriend.
Wow.
Believe that?
Shocking.
A new hunk named Jacques shows up, and he also happened to be interested in buying the bakery. He already owns a French pastry shop in Denver, but is interested in moving the shop there. Alex lays eyes on Jacques and is like, pass, not interested in this guy because he's very attractive. Alex cooks Maya a meal and they talk about their jobs and lives. They really connect. They do this thing called a gingerbread house relay, which seems really tough, but they all seem to have fun, including Jacques, who is there to take on the town. People keep making gingerbread wishes despite the fact that the wishes are dead. Apparently, the memo has not been passed to everybody in the town. Alex gives Maya a gingerbread cookie for Jacques to wish on. He wishes, quote, for the bakery of his dreams. Bad wish, in my opinion. Then they go to dinner, and it's getting real between those two. Alex admits to Maya that he got the letter years ago. We are all shocked. Could you believe this guy?
No.
He had it for years. Apparently, he didn't find it until towards the end of summer. She gets back, has this fake boyfriend, and he decides, you know what, I shouldn't tell her now that I got the letter and love her. And then, they both go their own ways, blah, blah, blah. They realize that they both still have feelings for one another, and they've had it this whole time. They both say that they want to kiss each other, but decide not to because it's going to make things harder when they both go to their separate cities. Alex is talking to his grandpa and finally tells him that he wants to bake and not do law. And his grandpa is surprisingly very supportive about this life decision. Wishes start to come true. It's Christmas Eve, and there's a party that comes to the bakery. And Alex decides that he wants to keep the bakery for good.
You keep saying bakery. What kind of bakery is it?
It's a Mexican bakery.
How do you say that?
It's a
Panaderia.
Panaderia?
Panaderia.
It's a Mexican bakery.
Give it a go, Brain.
Panaderia. Shove off. It's Christmas. He decides he wants to keep the panaderia, and that's good news because Jack apparently got a really good deal on the lease of his current bakery. So problem solved there. And then Maya decides that she's going to stay in town and not take a big city job because of work-life balance. And so they finally decide now is the time to kiss and bring some balance to their life. And that, my friends, was Gingerbread Miracle.
We did it.
I'm still tripping that brand said Panera. I'm sorry.
Listen.
How are you saying Espanol? Panera?
Panera.
Panera?
Panera.
Oh,
Panaderia.
Panana. You get lost in the nanas.
Yep.
Hey, let's take a quick break.
All right. Okay.
Hear from some sponsors that help keep these lights on right here.
They just do these, huh?
Well, yeah, the lights
Interesting.
behind those are actually all out.
Oh, they're out.
So
need somebody to pay for those.
we'll see what we can do
Okay.
here on Deck the Hallmark. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
mail
What
time.
was that?
Santa came early this year. Hey guys, you know what's been tough during the last year and a half?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
But namely, my doctor visits.
Yeah.
Because what do I do?
What do you do?
Well, and they've just fallen
Yeah.
through the cracks. It's not the thing that I
It's
want to
just
do
not
right now.
efficient at all.
It is not efficient. And that's why I'm so happy that now I have found ZocDoc.
Doc.
ZocDoc is an app that makes it easy to connect to a great doctor and instantly book an appointment. Finally, it's 2021 and we can book our doctor's appointments instead of having to call this number and it puts you on hold. It's the whole thing. You don't want that.
No.
You just want to open up an app and have a good time. You can do your primary physician, a dentist, dermatologist, whatever you might need. ZocDoc has you covered. And good news, everybody. If you go to ZocDoc.com/Hallmark, you can download the ZocDoc app and sign up for free. That's right. ZocDoc.com/Hallmark. That is ZocDoc.com/Hallmark. doc.com/Hallmark to download the ZocDoc app today. And don't forget, the entire season is brought to you by Philo. This movie that we're talking about today, we watched it on Philo, and we're going to have that movie on our DVR for an entire year.
Unbelievable.
That's right. And here's the thing. They're giving our listeners 25% off 2 months. It's going to last you through the entire holiday season by going to philo.tv/DTH. That is philo.tv/DTH. It's a gingerbread miracle.
Hey.
Gingerbread miracle. Hey, gingerbread miracle. That's a Family Force 5 B-side of their Christmas album, which
Family
is
Force
great.
6.
It's a great Christmas album.
Is it?
Yeah, they got a song on there called The Baby,
No.
and it hits.
All right.
It's
Whatever
a
you
bomb.
say. Whatever you say.
Let's talk about Gingerbread Miracle. Is it going to be a miracle? We'll find out. It's time for the hot take. It's the part of the show where we talk about exactly how we felt about this movie. We do not hold back. No cold takes are welcome. Not here.
No.
That's why I'm going to start with my good friend Panda. Panda he's like, you guys know goalposts in football?
Yeah, I know those, Brandon.
Imagine if there weren't any.
What?
Oh,
It'd be, what is this game?
it would be chaos.
It'd be chaos. We don't want that. Panda?
Panda's like chaos?
No, he's like the goalpost.
Okay.
I bring it in. I rein it in, Dan.
Okay.
Panda?
Yeah.
What did you think about this movie?
Yeah. So here's the deal. This is, in my opinion, the best I've seen Merritt Patterson in one of these Hallmark movies. Yeah, she is, man, fun. It's real fun. That said, this movie, I had to really, I just saw it, and I had to really stretch the mind back as to what it was about. So I don't think it's going to be one that stays with me very long. It was charming overall. Gingerbread's fun, but it's not going to be a top 10 for me.
Christmas at the Palace.
Yeah, I just got to be clear. Everything he just said, he doesn't know what he just said.
No,
Christmas at the Palace.
We'll come back around.
She's better in this than Christmas at the Palace.
Good Lord, no.
Yes,
First
she
of
is.
all, this guy had the audacity to say, this is the best Merritt Patterson's ever been. If you plug in any Merritt Patterson movie we've ever did, you will hear him say, I love Merritt Patterson. I'm a big Merritt
Chateau
Patterson
Christmas.
fan.
And that's why I'm saying this is the best she's ever
Christmas
been.
at the Palace was your
Christmas at
favorite
the
movie
Palace.
of 2018.
Sure.
And then you went on to say, Gingerbread, that's really fun. What are you talking
Gingerbread's
about?
fun. Everything I said, I stand by.
He
because
said no cold takes welcome, and you brought him a cold take.
No. Think
It
about
was a
this.
cold take.
I can defend every single one
my
of these.
gosh.
This is Merritt Patterson's best
No.
performance. It is. It is. Second of all, I can still like Christmas at the Palace more because it is a royal boy.
Here we go.
Page
It's a royal boy.
33 of I'll Be Home for Christmas movies. Panda hot take for Christmas at the Palace. Love underline hyphen asterisk this movie.
I love it.
Don't know what it means, but you love that movie.
I love that movie.
And you think that she's better, though, despite your love for
That's
that
right.
movie, in a movie that you don't
you've
care about at
already
all.
forgotten about.
100%. She
I just
acts better.
watched
in
this.
this
I
movie.
love
She
you
is
doubling
better.
down
I
on
love
this.
that you're standing by it.
100%.
It just
She
is
acts better
absurd.
in this movie.
That's just absurd.
But I like Christmas at the Palace 1,000 times more because you got the
Underline
skating,
asterisk.
Underline asterisk. You got the skating. You've got the royal boy. It's everything. That movie is awesome. But Merritt's better in this movie.
All right.
She's better in
Enough
this
of
movie.
this.
She was
Enough
in
of
Christmas
this.
at the Palace, and we all know it.
Dara, we're
no,
done.
I'm telling you right now, this movie, you know what? This movie, no. I stand by everything. Gingerbread, you know what? Gingerbread's awful.
Yeah.
This movie
Gingerbread's a lot of fun. You said that.
is a lot of fun, but
I can't-
this is the
I'm
best
done.
Merritt has ever been.
This is such an interesting take. Dara, enough
help
of
us out,
Panda. Help
please.
us out here. What are you thinking about Gingerbread Miracle?
So I actually watched this movie twice.
Wow.
Yeah, and I want to say this movie should be renamed Alejandro Casilla is the miracle, because that dude right there brought it. And I think, to Panda's point, I think why Merritt was so good was because of the performance that the guy gave, John Ecker, for this. I think that made Merritt better. And I'm not even a Merritt Patterson fan, but I had to take off my I'm not a Merritt Patterson fan hat and just go in objectively.
You have a
And I was
hat
like,
that
yo, she
says
really
I'm
did.
not a Merritt Patterson fan.
You know, like, I went in objectively and she actually did her thing in this. But I had to watch it twice because the first time I couldn't concentrate. because of the homie Alejandro Casilla. And so I watched it the second time, and I really enjoyed it. And it gives me 3 gingerbread energy, and all gingerbreads go to him. So that's kind of where I am.
3 gingerbread energy out of how
Yeah.
many? Like 4? Out of how many we talking?
How many
Out of
possible? Okay.
Out
Out
of
of
5.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 gingerbread energy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Man.
I like this movie quite a bit. In fact, yes, Merritt Patterson's swell. I like Merritt Patterson fine. I like this guy too. What's he been in before? Anything we've seen? I didn't do the quick
Chicago
IMDb
Fire.
search.
He was
Chicago
in a lot
Fire.
of other TV shows.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought he was wonderful. I liked him because throughout the whole movie, I felt like he was just like constantly just like, I don't care. I don't need this right
he
now.
was a little cranky.
Yeah, and I liked it. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like cranky with a side of get out of here. It was cranky with the side of I'm still inviting.
I saw
Mhm.
Cranky with a Side to Get Out of Here live.
Good.
It was a full house.
Full
Nobody
house.
left. It was unbelievable.
I don't think this movie's not going to break my current top 5. It's not going to be in my bottom 5, I'm sure, at the end of the season. This is probably going to end up being middle of the pack Hallmark for the season.
Mhm.
And we need those to build out 40 movies. And so this movie is unoffensive. It's also not overly exciting. I'm happy that it exists. It was a good way to spend my Friday nights. And that is what I will say. Dano?
Woof. I just don't know what you guys were watching. I just don't know. I was bored to tears. Merritt Patterson.
No.
Merritt Patterson has never been more Merritt Patterson. The movie is just about gingerbread in a Mexican bakery, kind of.
Peñeria.
Nope, not Paneria. I promise. That
Carlos
sounds like-
Peña Vega.
Paneria sounds like some sort of like pain you might have in a very sensitive area. It's not. It's not a good movie. It's not a great movie. I got dumpster fire energy is what I got from it.
Oh, dang.
How many dumpster fires?
All of them. But if it here's the thing is, thank God for Ryan Pavey and Coyote Creek. That's the only thing that makes this not the worst of the year. I actively didn't like this movie. And it just had, nowhere to go and all day to get there. And it felt like that to me. And it was, boy, was it a train wreck. I did not like this movie at all. And I'm happy to never watch it again.
Oh, dagger to the stomach.
I mean, Dara's already watched it
Dara,
twice.
have you've seen all of them? You got this is one of your favorite ones of the year?
I will say it's not.
Okay.
But like I said, Alejandro Casilla,
Okay,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like he carried this movie like the
I got you.
Christmas tree that it is, and just said hello.
How'd you feel about the leading fella?
I thought he made a choice early on to just be the opposite of every like normal Hallmark leading dude, and that stood out some, which was fine, but nothing else about what he did really worked for me. And when I said Merritt Patterson's full Merritt Patterson, I wasn't like taking a shot. Like she is who she is typically in these movies. I think that's fine.
I don't think she's like overly fantastic or bad.
No,
like
I thought it was a
she's
typical
I think
Merritt
she's a
Patterson.
delight.
I thought she was what she was in Chateau Christmas, but this was on the same page of a movie as that was. Yeah, it was.
I think she is much more bubbly and I don't know, personality in this. A lot of times
You think she's much more personality in this?
she's much more
Wow,
personality.
interesting.
You know what? I would say
Now that you say that, I think your take's even dumber.
I stand 100%. She's more personality.
You might have panuria. You need to go look into that.
I just don't
Just
know
offset
how you
for a
can
second.
say I'm not trying to defend this movie or anything. I just don't know how you can say that Christmas at the Palace, what you love underline hyphen.
He didn't know she
asterisk.
was in that movie.
I
He
did.
had
No,
forgotten
I
that.
did not.
That's what
I
happened
stand.
here.
No, I can defend it. It is a phenomenal movie. It's one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. But listen,
She's just okay.
She's fine in it. She's fine. She's very Merritt Patterson in that. I just love the the ice skating, the lighting up of the ice rink, the looking up
Good
at the
gosh.
stars and the palace. Everything about that worked for me. She's great in this movie. She's phenomenal. This is the best.
You know what the thing is that there's
Gingerbread
so many
doesn't
people
win me
on
over.
the double deckers. RainbowJamPlus.com. You can watch this.
What
live.
are they saying?
The double deckers, someone on there, because they love Panda so much, is going to be like, I get what he's saying. Somebody's going to do it.
I'm right.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? When you're right, you're right. Sometimes, you know what?
dear
I will stand
gracious.
against the storm and scream into it because I know I'm right.
Let's get to all the feels.
Yeah.
As far as show, we talk about what in this movie gave us feels. Panda?
Christmas pinata feels. I love that pinata, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want that to be something I do. I love it.
What's
want
stopping you?
You can do it, buddy.
We've done one.
Shoot for the
We've done a
stars.
pinata.
You
Just
literally
like
did
this.
it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm going to do it this Christmas Eve. I think I might want to do it.
A Christmas Eve pinata at the
I think
Panda House.
that would be so much fun.
Send us some photos.
Send us
My daughter would love it.
Even if
I know
video.
I would love it. I think it would be a blast.
I love that idea.
I think I'm going to do it.
Dara?
I had a lot of feels, so bear with me. Okay, I got chuckle feels, like when they were looking for buyers and he was looking at for petty reasons to not like them. I chuckled. Also, when Jacques, or as you say, Jacques, he was very hard on that, from the back of the throat. So like when he first came in and then Alejandro was just not trying to fill it at all. He was trying to insert himself into that because he could already see what was happening between Jacques and Merritt. And then I got cutesy feels during the flower fight, like when he did the little push of the nose and then they were, I got the cutesy feels. And then I was mad. I got upset when they put the advertisement for Next Stop Christmas over the word. When they were doing, I was like, I literally screamed like, I'm trying to see what they're saying. And
It's that it's not just words.
It
is a
the
song.
first time
right
that they've successfully inculcated Latinx culture and put subtitles for people speaking Spanish when they should.
Come on.
The only way that could have been more offensive is if that sign said "Ay caramba." That is literally the only way it could have been worse.
The only way it could have been more
my
offensive
jaw
is the
dropped to
song
the floor.
was about the birth of baby Jesus. Oh, wait, it was.
I couldn't believe. I couldn't. The audacity of
the
Hallmark.
audacity.
For
nerve.
them to be like, subtitles are on the screen. Ain't nobody reading those.
Oh, Mark,
Next
thank
Stop
you.
Christmas.
Unbelievable.
Thank you for being done with the ding, but you best believe your boy's making a TikTok this week about that. I've had enough of the banners.
I couldn't.
support that.
I rewound it. I was like, I gave him such a hard time about that Taylor Cole Cuban movie, which sounds like an oxymoron. That movie, I was like, you guys don't speak Spanish around the kitchen table together? And then they finally are like doing it. And it's like, no, not so fast, readers.
Yep.
You're not welcome here.
That culture infusion in this movie gave me feels. The fact that they had a movie at a Peña Rega.
We're almost there.
Panaderia.
Christmas Eve, they do this whole tradition that is a tradition in that culture, and they're speaking Spanish, and they managed to do this whole movie without playing Feliz Navidad like 100 times. Like, that's congratulations, Hallmark. You're getting there. Great job. But I also, you guys know me, I love a good like Christmas magic speech, like a speech about how everything is better at Christmas, which we all know, like, things can still happen at Christmas. It's not like, nothing bad can happen. But I love Grandpa told him there's no coincidences at Christmas. Now, we all know that's not true, but you better believe I freaking love that line. There's no coincidences at Christmas. I love it. I'm here for that. And I'm here for that grandpa. I thought he was fantastic.
You mean Tio?
Tio.
That's an uncle.
Uncle?
Yeah,
Yep.
uncle.
Man, this
Tio.
whole time I thought it was grandpa.
No.
Oh, snap.
You were locked in over there.
They called him Tio the whole movie. I was supposed to know his uncle.
Tio is
Tio
Spanish for uncle.
I understand.
Okay.
I just thought, how was I supposed to know that?
I'm pretty sure they say uncle at least once in the movie as well.
Yeah, well, I needed a couple more times, Hallmark.
Some more subtitles, maybe. Would
I
have been good.
grandpa, uncle, either way, he did great. And that speech was wonderful. So sorry, the whole synopsis, I think I said grandpa.
My feels was Brand thinking Tio was grandpa. Aside from that, I did search my heart and found nothing. This movie didn't give me any feels.
Gosh.
Sorry.
Not
Sorry.
anything?
It's a no for me.
Who's more grumpy? Alex or Dan?
Who's Alex? Oh,
Isn't-
from the movie?
Yeah.
Alejandro, you mean?
Yeah, Alex.
Alejandro?
Yeah.
Probably me. I had to watch this. He just had to act in it.
He has
Give
spent
me
more
grumpy
time.
feels. He gave me more so he was being petty. You know?
Yeah. That's
Petty
fair.
face.
I can do that too.
Yeah,
Boy,
no,
can he.
Dan's he can do both.
Guys, let's take one more quick break and we'll come back and we'll do the wait what's and the what the hallmarks here on Deck the Hallmark. Oh,
what do we have
Whoa.
here?
oh, guys, I'm so excited about this. You know how much we love comfortable like pants.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love comfy pants.
One thing that I love more than comfy pants is comfy pants that I can wear out of the house and people won't judge me.
Oh boy.
Yep.
That's why I'm excited about Beta brand.
Come on.
Beta brand they have these dress pant yoga pants. Dress pant yoga pants. I'm not going to wear yoga pants.
But it sounds too good to be true.
It does
Brandon.
sound too good to be true. They are yoga pants that are designed with the fit and flexibility of yoga pants, but they look professional. They look like dress pants. They are dress pant yoga pants. They're made of wrinkle-resistant stretch knit fabric, so they look good all day, and they're perfect for the office, running errands, or if you just want to work from home and still be comfortable, you got yourself some dress pant yoga pants. They have a huge variety of different styles, like straight leg, skinny, joggers, and more. And they're machine washable.
Man.
And they got pockets. Pockets.
Wow.
You guys thought we weren't doing pocket watch this season. We are.
Perfect pant here.
That's exactly
It's a
right.
perfect Pant watch.
And here's the thing. Our listeners are getting 30% off their Beta brand order when you go to betabrand.com/deck. That's BETABRAND.com/deck. That's 30% off to get your dress pant yoga pants. Betabrand.com/deck for 30% off today. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, we were having a time
Yeah.
during that break.
Yes, we were.
And it was just a lot of fun. But good to be back. We're talking about Gingerbread Miracle, and we're at the wait what part of the program. We talk about what in this movie made us go, wait, what? Panda, what you got, pal?
Yeah, so Jacques makes I think an interesting move here where he asks her, "Hey, are you going to be at the gingerbread competition?" And she says, "Yeah, I'm going to be there." And then he says, I think I'm going to bring my mom." And I thought that was just a really bold take on his part to go ahead and
They do
juxtapose
this-
those two statements next to each other.
They do this thing where he talks about his mom a lot in
Yeah.
this. And I just, what's the, like, does he think that's going well for him?
It was a really bold take to
Yeah.
do that. I mean, you just ask a girl,
Yeah.
essentially, "Hey, are you going to be there at this place?" And then, "Oh, cool, I'll definitely
I'm
have to bring
bringing
my mom."
mom.
It's just that is a thing. The sister at one point calls Jacques Jake. I rewound it a couple times, and she says Jake.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that, but I mean, okay. I mean,
That's
we heard
not,
what Brand did with the bakery.
I'm just
I'm going to give it one more go.
go ahead, try it one more time.
Panigarina. No?
It sounds
Say
like you're
it
talking
one
about
more
like
time.
Gilbert Arenas' sister there.
Hey, she's great. Say it one more time for me.
Panaderia.
Panaderia.
Sure.
Thank you. You got any more?
Yeah, I got one more. Alex is skating on the ice skating scene, and then his friend comes up to him and says, "Hey, I got a scholarship," and then proceeds to tap him, and he falls down on the ice, and then he just skates away.
That's right.
He doesn't check up on him.
Deuces. We'll
It's just
see ya.
is the most. It's really wild. Like he knocks the guy over. He doesn't even like stay around. Like he sees that he's knocked his friend over, and then just skates off. Not a hey, sorry, just
No.
I'm done. I would hope that wouldn't be our friendship.
No, I would help you up, buddy.
Thank you, friend.
But to be honest, if you were on a skating rink skating, it would have been because we had forced you to do so.
That is
begin with.
absolutely
So
true.
I would feel bad, and I would definitely be there for you.
Yeah, I used to ice skate.
You
from
better
time to
believe
time.
we're going to go down to ice on Main, though.
Oh, for sure.
Do some ice skating together.
Yeah. I'm bad at
Yeah.
it too, man.
It's going to be real fun.
Oh yeah.
We've seen this ice skating rink before
Yes.
in a few movies. It's my favorite ice skating rink
Yeah.
because I still don't understand it.
I think it's at the Ron Oliver Joint Hall of Fame from 18.
Yeah,
I think so.
Christmas
I think you're
Everlasting.
exactly
I
right.
believe. Yes.
Dara, what are you waiting and whatting?
So I do got a lot of those, so bear with me. The first one, I think the Merritt's character says, "Why are the Warrens having a Christmas party already? It's only December 2nd." And I'm thinking, I'm like, sis, at this point, we're 4 weeks into Christmas music, so the parties follow. Like I was disjointed with that
I
statement.
was not disjointed. I was furious.
If you're in December, it is not too early for anything labeled Christmas. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's just
I'm
late.
like, what's the disconnect there? At the Christmas tree lot, the dog runs away, and Merritt and Alejandro, they're like chasing after it, and then they bump into each other, and it's almost like she just forgets that the dog is still doing its thing, and I'm like, so we just gonna forget about Dasher? Like, what happened?
Yeah, that was one of mine for sure. They just stopped looking for the dog, and the dog shows
Yep.
up again later. So why
Right.
were we running after him? If he just knows to go home, I
Right.
just the dog. It was urgent, and then it didn't matter at all. That was huge
Right.
for me. Yeah.
Right. My next one, so we're using black and white photos to sell a colorful panaderia. I was confused.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't
I
believe
was
it.
confused.
Yep, had
I'm
that
like,
one.
how, like, it just took all the life out of it. And I'm like, and even someone wanting to buy it from those photos. But and then Brooke says to Alejandro when he goes to offer her a cookie, she's like, "Wait, aren't you a lawyer?" And I'm thinking, so lawyers can't bake? Like, what are we doing? I don't understand.
You can do one thing. That's it.
Right.
That's
one
all you
thing
can do.
only. No multi-hyphenate.
No.
And I'm thinking, I said, wait, what? When Alex just throws a perfectly good batch of dough in the trash because his friend said that he was being too aggressive for making a peace offering. And I'm like, but there's perfectly good dough, so we're just gonna waste it. I was confused.
Yeah.
With that. And then at the scene where they're like declaring their long love for each other, Maya's phone rings, and then Alex asks if she's going to get it, and she says no, but then she ends up getting it anyway. And I rewound that part because I'm like, was that a joke, or were you just like, why
she
did you
just
get
lies.
it? You know, like
She lied a couple times in this movie, and then just like no one called her out for it. It was very weird, and that was one of them.
And speaking of lying, the partners lied when they said they were going to give her a work-life balance for the firm she was interviewing for.
Yeah, that's brutal.
The HR person was like, actually, it's the partner's work-life balance. Right. You're just working your tail off so that they could have a better life.
It was like convenient, though. It was convenient for them to lie about that.
It was also convenient for them to tell her the truth.
That's
something that
a lot of companies will do that.
That's something that you don't say.
You agree to the job. It's like, before you even get there, hope you're ready to work nonstop. What? Why would you say that out loud?
That was how you guys got me into this whole gig. But it was wild.
How many people are still getting on the plane, right? Like, how many people are like, oh, congratulations, hope you're ready for 80-hour weeks. What?
I mean, if that's what you want.
Good gracious.
Maybe,
depends how much money.
It's just a weird, fair. That's fair.
Is that all of them for you, Dara?
That's all I got.
Fantastic. Well, you took two of mine, and so I only have two left. A hockey boy, as you know, and he's excited about the fact that he got a scholarship. Apparently, someone saw a video of him scoring his almost double hat trick.
That's right.
Which
means he had 5 goals.
5 goals?
Yeah.
Which is just say that.
Yes.
Like saying you have 5 goals is impressive.
I had this in my the Hallmark, because I looked this up. There hasn't been a double hat trick in the NHL since 2010.
Okay.
But apparently anytime anyone does it, it's a big deal. Like, it's like a hole in one. Like anytime anybody does it on any level, it's a big deal.
But I imagine 5 goals in one game is still impressive.
Super impressive.
It is.
Yeah.
But I guess an almost double hat trick sounds
better.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think saying you had got 5 goals in a game is still pretty darn cool.
Yeah, I would say so. It was an almost double.
Almost double hat trick.
It's
double rainbow all the way. My last one is I need to know how these gingerbread houses were constructed, because I can't for the life of me figure out how a gingerbread house, because I've made those and they fall over with just like you breathe on it wrong. And these guys are going down slides and stuff, and the gingerbread house it's great. How?
I'm going to wager to say that it wasn't gingerbread.
What?
I know.
Cardboard.
Call me crazy, but I get the feeling maybe that wasn't gingerbread they were using.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's going to give me false hope. I'm going to sit down in December and I'm going to make a gingerbread house. I'm going to go down a slide to test it. It's not going to work out. But I did love that. I did love the
Yeah.
obstacle course.
Sure,
Great
of
obstacle
course
course.
you would.
Stop. Dan?
I did lie earlier. I do have feels, and my feels were I just want T.O. to smile just one
Aw.
time.
Aw.
He doesn't smile all movie. I think he tries to smile once and it just comes out frown light. Like it comes out like, like his lips try to get above the median right here. And it just never, it's just like, no.
He tried to smile when he was walking off screen after the flower fight.
And it was not, it looks like he's going to cry. Like, can we just get
because
this
he's thinking
guy?
about how he's gonna be the one picking
That's
up all
right.
that flour.
I just don't like, why can't he smile all movie long? Like he is in a different movie and I just didn't understand it. And also, I don't know, know why he's smiling, because he owns a business that he's selling, even though it has been making successfully money for years and years and years, which is a problem that we've not seen for the first time this Christmas season.
But the wishes aren't coming true, Dan. What's the point?
Oh, my bad. The wishes aren't coming true. Somebody in this movie has the audacity to say the first Saturday of December is like the Black Friday of Christmas trees. Isn't Black Friday the Black Friday of Christmas trees? I buy mine every year on that day, and every time I'm there, they say this is our busiest day of the year. Like, Black Friday is the Black Friday of Christmas. That's what it's called, Black Friday. Like, it's that way for most everything. Like, the first Saturday in December is most people have their trees by then.
Huh.
Yeah, I can't believe that it was yeah. I do want to get this straight. Our leading lady, Miss Patterson, she's an attorney, and not a real estate attorney. She's like a contract attorney.
Correct.
This is like within the attorney world, the equivalency of what we typically do to these women, where they're like these big shot deal makers and they come home to plan a party. Basically, like she's a hot shot contract attorney who comes home to sell a bakery. But in the process, when she's doing this, she finds Jacques and she says this line. She says, I happen to know that he has excellent credit. How? How do you know that information? You're a contract attorney turned real estate agent. Like, you didn't do, like, did he fill out a credit report for you? This is early on in the process. How would you just have that? Is there like a black market rumor mill for people's credit reports that you happen to find and get that information from? I don't know how you could possibly have that information at that point. During the gingerbread relay, they have two different stations where they have to decorate it.
Yes.
And in the first station, you see them decorate it. And then when they get to the second station, they are no longer decorated.
Oh, really?
Really? True story. You can go back and look.
Maybe it's the backside.
Catch that.
Maybe it's the
They
backside.
didn't decorate it, which is unfortunate. And then next, I will say this. There are coincidences around Christmas, but if both you and the person you like have that briefcase, it's meant to be. That is a one-of-a-kind briefcase for a lawyer. Like, can you imagine walking into the courtroom with that thing and knowing someone else out there has that exact briefcase? Very, very impressive that is his and hers briefcases. But lastly, I have to talk about
Wait,
my
does
boy.
she have that briefcase, or does she just have the cookie version of it?
That's right. It's his briefcase.
His briefcase, but she gets a cookie.
And she loves the briefcase cookie.
Yeah, she loves the briefcase.
So, like, you guys are made for each other. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. That's true.
My boy Jock, I don't know who's giving him financial advice, and possibly his rent is really low. That could be it.
Rent's too high.
But what he says at the end of this movie is that I was all in on buying this building and moving my entire French pastry shop to it.
Yep.
That's been my plan from the beginning. But now my landlord is telling me that he's not going to raise the rent. So that's better. What?
He's giving him actually lower rent than what he used to, right?
He says the rent's going to be the same.
I thought it was
said
discounted.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
it's a
discounted.
discount.
He
Well,
says
either
he's dropping
way,
it.
less rent versus owning your own place.
It's less rent in Denver.
But his whole thing was he wanted to move out here.
Well, he was looking for I don't think he really cared about the place. He was looking for a place to buy, and it just took him there.
Because I just didn't get the defense of that.
I will say, if you have the opportunity to buy, you should buy.
if you have the ability and the wherewithal to own your own place and instead you just get less rent,
maybe what it was just sour grapes.
Sour grapes.
It was sour grapes.
He was
Well,
like,
that
yeah,
makes
my place is awful. This is going to be way better for me. I'm super pumped. But then he's like, got the discount. He's like, oh, I really
Sour
don't want to
grapes.
move.
There it is.
Moving's a pain.
Moving is
you
a
have
pain.
to box it up.
Have you tried to box up a French pastry
Dude,
shop?
it's the
I have
worst.
Boy, that's a lot of boxing. I can tell already. No, you're right.
The amount of croissants you just
everywhere.
Have
Have you ever tried to box
Do
a
you mean to
croissant?
tell me they're not making croissants fresh? You got to box up old croissants.
Well, they make them that day. You're not going to close for the whole day.
Yeah.
So
You
have to
make
box
some-
up 1 day's worth of croissants.
Half a day,
but
really.
It's
half
a lot.
days, and that's a lot. Of
It's a
croissants.
lot.
Have you tried?
I've never tried, and that's
Then
on
back
me
off.
at the end of the
Because you're giving us all sassies,
Yeah, you're right.
and you ain't try to box a single
I
croissant,
end
much
this all
less
to
many.
say I've never seen Merritt Patterson better. This is as good as she's ever been.
She is so freaking good in this movie. Rest of the movie's
Unbelievable.
relatively
Give her the
pedestrian.
Oscar. Give her the Decky.
Oh, we'll
If you
find
want
out,
to,
won't we?
it probably is pretty much sealed at this point.
Yeah.
What is she winning?
Best female, the real Hallmark queen. She's going to win that.
Boy. How about we just do a new category called Best Merritt Patterson?
Best
Of
merit.
the year.
We could say actor of merit.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad.
whoever's-
Write that. Trace,
Merritt's
write that
merit?
down.
Yeah, Trace. It's time for What the Hallmark Inspired Show. We wonder what could have been and maybe having some clarity questions that we still have. Panda, what's still jogging your mind? You can't stop thinking about this thing.
Yeah, it's the landlord, actually, going back to that. The landlord is talking about, lowering this guy's
guy
rent
who
on
discounts
Christmas,
it?
on Christmas Eve. And I just want to know, like, I really honestly, like, where's this landlord at where they're needing to give a discount on this location on Christmas Eve?
Denver,
in Denver,
which has the highest real estate
Right.
cost per capita
Exactly.
in the country.
And they're having this
Wow,
conversation
that's a
on
fun
Christmas
fact.
Eve.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, I learned it from a podcast I was listening to.
Oh,
believe it
wow.
or not. Yeah.
That's fascinating. So my thing is, it has to be, and this is my theory, that these guys have fallen on hard times themselves, where they are scared of the landlords.
But what I'm saying is in Denver, literally in Denver, like 800 square feet's $500,000. For them to lower that rent, he's got to have something on them, in my opinion.
Oh,
Jacques got some dirty on them.
Jacques Wood.
That's
think
what
so?
that's what I think's going on.
I'm fascinated because the very fact that they're having this conversation on Christmas Eve,
It's wild.
this is
I
dire.
don't
mean,
want
this
to. I don't want to bring up. This is just what I heard. You guys know the owner's step dog.
Yeah.
Jock lost it, found it, and the dog told him doesn't want to go back to his owner.
That is a take. It's a take right there.
Wait, the dog said
The
that?
dog said
It's a
that.
take.
How?
Dara, do you have any What the Hallmarks? What are you still wondering about aside from the
Um,
story I just told?
Did Tia Louise ever realize that the wishes were happening? Because he thought that the magic was gone, but then people's wishes started coming
That's
true.
my
so I'm
other
wondering-
one, which is this guy hasn't smiled in like ages. and he's making money hand over fist. And his nephew is gonna take over the place. And did anybody tell him that the dumb wish part of this whole bit is still accurate? It still is actually going strong.
Right.
Nobody even bothered to bring it. T.O., come on, man. Gee.
I just got one more.
Oh yeah, go.
This is the third movie in a row that we've had in Denver. Like the first week was Santa's Stakeout. Last week was Coyote Creek. This week we have Gingerbread Miracle. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a thing moving forward, where each week they're going to have us in Colorado.
It's the year of the Denver.
Ooh, the year of the Denver.
Yeah.
I got to know more about Colonel Ginger Fluff.
Yeah.
Namely, why? To the person who wrote this movie, why was it so important to you to put Colonel Ginger Fluff's full name in this movie as many times as Colonel Ginger Fluff was in this movie? I feel like there must be a story behind it, and I do want to know that story. Dan?
Yeah, mine have all been by and large taken. So I'm good. Thanks.
You're just calling a pass.
Well, it wasn't a pass. I had 2 or 3, and they've all been.
Was
been
one of
taken
them
up.
the landlord?
The landlord? I was interested in the landlord for sure. That was definitely one of mine. And so we're good. We covered it. I think.
Let me give you one more.
Okay.
How does someone get ahead in the gingerbread relay. I can't quite. I think once you get ahead, you're ahead, right? Because you get
how fast you decorate.
Is it
right?
Because they all go, and then it's like, okay, go. I don't think they're trying. I think the stations are timed.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. What were they trying? It's like, hey, do this, add a couple things. They're like, okay, keep moving on.
Yeah, because I mean, you could just decorate it less.
Right? I think I need to go back and rewatch it because I left thinking, what's the point of the stations aside from you decorate? But it felt timed. Was it timed, Dara?
Yeah, so the decorating parts were timed. I guess it's how much can you get on your gingerbread house in that certain amount of time. So it's like who had the most decorated gingerbread house at the end. That's how I took it.
So this relay, this race is both who gets in first time wise, but also style. There's style points.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
See, this is why we have this segment.
That's exactly why. These are the questions that keep us up at night. Yeah, and now I can sleep well tonight.
Yeah, this is phenomenal.
We did, everybody. Congratulations.
Hey.
Dara, thank you so much for joining us. Tell everybody where they can check out Dear Hallmark and keep up as you're watching all the movies this year.
Absolutely. So Dear Hallmark on YouTube, Dear Hallmark the podcast, as well as Dear Hallmark on Instagram.
I love
Fantastic.
it.
So good.
Boys, it's fun as always.
Absolutely.
What do you guys say we do it again tomorrow?
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Okay, I love that idea. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas. Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com.